You guys want a BMW 335, but before you guys continue, I want to let you guys know it's going to come with some commitment. It's going to come with either deep pockets or bloody knuckles, whichever of the two. In my case, I prefer to have a really good relationship with my mechanic because I don't have the time to be fiddling and diagnosing. It's much better for me personally to pay someone that's the expert. Now, you guys got to decide whether that's for you. Now, I'm going to tell you guys what to fix so you guys aren't abandoned, so that way your BMW experience is much better than my own, okay? Now, there's only quite a few things that will leave you stranded, so we'll cover that in just a little bit. But before you do, I want to let you guys know again, this is a commitment. This is big boy stuff. Once you guys start tuning and playing with stuff, that's when really things start to break. So keep that in mind as you're looking at a BMW 335. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of issues that plague the N54, but in this video, I simply want to reduce it down to the 5 things that would leave you stranded. Now, some of these things are going to be more expensive than others, while others are going to be easier to fix than others. And I'm going to set this video up so the easier ones come first, starting with the transmission cooler line. It's actually a common issue, and it happened to me twice, but it's an engineering fault because of the way it runs in front of the engine and right behind the fan, okay? Depending if you're in Los Angeles where there's a lot of potholes, or you live in a back row where there's a lot of like bumpy roads, or simply just train tracks, all these can cause the transmission line to pop out of place and smack against that fan. Obviously, the fan doesn't stop for nobody, right? So it's smacking repeatedly against the line until it eventually shreds. And you know when this happened to you if there's a lot of high pressure, more like mist type of vapors in the engine bay because of that high pressure that runs along to it. So again, it's one of those things that would leave you stranded. It's one of those things that gush oil all over the place. And if you want to save your driveway and save a tow, definitely get it tied up. Now, the way to fix it is to tie it against the fan shroud. Okay, that's one of the best ways to really do it. 1 or 3 zip ties would really do it. All you're gonna do is zip tie it into the fan shroud and make sure it stays in a place. Now, the second thing is the charge pipe. Now, the charge pipe is one of those things that would go, especially once you start making boost, just because that plastic isn't rated for the vacuum and the horsepower you're gonna be making at those higher speeds. So the best thing to do is get an aluminum one. I personally have the one from BRSF. The one I have is by BRSF. Super easy to install. You can do it yourself, and it's really cheap. So for 150 bucks, you get the part, shipping, taxes, and all that good stuff, all good to go. Now, the third one is the water pump, okay? Now, the water pump is a common issue amongst many different manufacturers, such as Honda, Toyota. The industry is gearing more towards an electric coolant pump. And the issue with that is the plastic impeller tends to wear out. So what you'd want to do is you want to get an all aluminum one. Now, I'm not really sure if it's aluminum, but it's definitely an all metal one, and that way you're good to go, no worries. The fourth one is high pressure fuel pump. Now, it's actually really easy fix depending on how handy you are. You just remove the charge pipe, you remove the fuse, obviously start the car up, all the fuel is out of the line, and then you simply go to remove the pump. Now, it's, again, one of the more expensive ones at 1,100 bucks, but it's well worth it. It's a wear item, and if you get it from FCP Euro, you have a lifetime replacement. So it's pretty good stuff. I don't recommend buying one from either eBay or Facebook because chances are it might be an imitation one. So I'd recommend just going with a full OEM one because you have that guarantee, you know what I mean? There's some for sale for like 600 bucks, and they have the Bosch box right next to it to appear as if it's genuine. Now, I'm not knocking them, maybe it is genuine, but why risk it, you know what I mean? For $500, you would never have to buy the part for the life of the car. So it's one of those things, I'd rather just buy it, set it, and forget it. Like many of you guys, I love my BMW because of the high quality materials and its ability to last a lifetime, which is the reason I developed Phase 1 Flask out of the best materials you could possibly buy. It's 304 stainless steel, which means you could chuck it, throw it, try your best to break it, and it's not gonna leak from the metal. Best thing about it as well is that it's a double wall construction, which is the reason why the last time I went for a hike, 5 hours later, 80-degree weather, there was still ice in it. It's also powder coated finish with this nice texture as well. Now, for those of you guys that don't know, to get this product on Amazon, there's so many hoops, obstacles, and hurdles. You need licenses and LLCs and an actual business. So make sure to reach out down in the link below, purchase one for yourself, purchase one for your family. Trust me, it makes a great gift. back to the video. The fifth thing is the most expensive, and that's those injectors, okay? You don't wanna go cheap on this because I feel like this is what causes a lot of misfires, and those misfires can eventually cause blown engines and all that stuff. So the best thing to do is buy one from Pick Apart. In my opinion, is buy one from Pick Apart and make sure they're all 12s, and then get them rebuilt. That'll save you a lot of money. Unless you prefer to just buy a new one and you love your E90 and you're gonna keep it forever, get it from FCP Euro. You get the lifetime replacement. And again, it's a wear item, so it's one of those things you can buy it once, you don't ever have to worry about it again. But again, they're quite pricey at $3,000. There's not much that goes wrong with the Index 12s, except for maybe like the Teflon. I think it's a Teflon seal. So you definitely wanna get that replaced and serviced. So rebuilding is the best part, but if you're on a budget, you could buy them used, again, from a Pick Apart. You can get it from a local dismantler. So either of those is the best option, but I personally would feel it's best to get it OEM and to make sure it is OEM, because the aftermarket ones are just no good. Tend to have a lot of issues, especially like, it doesn't even matter what car you get, what brand it is. You want to make sure that you get OEM, especially when it comes to electricals, because the aftermarket ones just become an issue. Even if they offer a lifetime warranty or unlimited replacement or whatever, you're gonna have problems with anything aftermarket on the electrical side. So once again, get OEM. If you guys are tired of Vehicle Viros and all these other guys, super cool dudes, man. I've watched them, I love watching them, but this is gonna be another channel, a new home for a 335 channel, so go and follow me there. And before I let you guys go, if you guys want to get your car wrapped here in Los Angeles, Southern California, I have customers driving from all over the place. Definitely reach out to me, guys. You guys gonna see in the next video how I wrap it, why I wrap it. You guys gonna see I'm the best out there.